All right, guys, welcome to God's Country Shooting and Outdoors. I've had several people ask me about adjusting the trigger and a little bit more information on this Stevens 334. I don't know if YouTube will let me do this. I will try. Some of this you might have to read between the lines just a little bit, okay? Let's get started. All right, guys. Number five, number five hex. Clear the gun. Gun's cleared. Move the mag. Right here on the bottom, I will tell you something I learned pretty quickly with these is these actually have a couple little like spacers, and if you lose these spacers out of there, it just does not go back together right. So make sure that you keep up with your spacers, especially this one here at the trigger housing. Because what happens if the spacer is not in there is the bolt will seat down against, or the bolt that we're taking out will seat down against the actual bolt and will not let the bolt work. So what we do is take these out. Come out a little bit more. Turn this around. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now how do I do that? Let's see. Right here on the front of the trigger. Let me see if I can zoom in on that just a little bit. So, right here on the front of the trigger. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not right there. Yeah, so that is the set screw. You would take this, a screwdriver like this, and back this screw out. I don't know that they'll let me show you, but I don't know if you can tell, but there is a little bit of scratching on it because that thing was extremely tight. I will. I'm going to pause this for a minute and go get my my tool for measuring poundage. All right, so this is my Wheeler trigger weight, 8 ounces to 8 pounds. So to kind of show you what we've got right here, let's just check it. You see that? So it broke right there at 4 pounds, but I over pulled it just a little bit. Let's do it again and I'll try to slow down. Back to 0. I'm not in the camera frame. Just under 4 pounds. So I'm going to, because I can't show you this in video, I'm going to adjust this screw a little bit and show you that it actually does adjust the poundage, okay? I'll be back in just a minute. All right, I didn't show you what I did, but I told you what I did. This screw right here, if you back it out, increases the poundage. Threading it in decreases the poundage. So you seen that it was breaking right at 4 pounds. That's what it broke just a minute ago, was right at 6 pounds. Back to 0, 0. We're going to, there we go, 5.5 pounds. Let's try it again. 5 1/4 pounds. 0, 5 pounds. All right. Now, I'm not going to show you on video. I'm going to put it back where it was. All right, guys. So I put the screw right here on the front of the trigger. I threaded that all the way back in. I will tell you, there is a point when you thread too much that the trigger won't actually fire. And you have to back it off a little bit to get it to touch. And same thing with on the opposite. Anything above around 6.5 pounds, the trigger won't engage. So what we have now is we are back to where you at. There you go. Just under 3.5 pounds. £3. Let me reset that. Whew, that's a little light for me. I'm going to take care of that in just a second. I won't show you, but there's about a 1/2 turn right there. £4. I had an injury on my hand, and £4. Change that just a little, maybe a 1/4 turn. Okay, so 1/4 turn. Let's see what a 1/4 turn did. Just under 4 pounds. I'm going to leave it right there for now. So I had an injury to my hand, and that injury caused me to lose some of the feeling in my trigger finger, so I have to have just a little bit more poundage to feel it trigger good. So that's how it's done. I will try to send you a message to the guys that ask about this and let you know that I should have it up within the next couple of hours. It does go back the same way it came apart. Just make sure that there you go. So there's the front spacer, and there's that long spacer. The long spacer does have a cutout right here in the back. That cutout faces towards the trigger. So you're going to put that spacer, that cutout, back in there like that. All right. Thanks for watching. Really quickly, I have decided to start doing some testing a little bit more aggressive, actually shooting through different thickness woods to simulate what it's like to shoot through deer ribs and different animal ribs. And I have a really redneck engineered setup, but so you can see right there is 4 projectiles that I actually caught. That is the 140 grain Norma. I haven't weighed them yet to see what the retention was. That is the 140 grain Remington Core-Lokt. It did really good. This one came apart, but this is actually the 129 grain whitetail, Hornady whitetail. And I'm really curious how much weight retention was in that. So, and then this one is the 129 grain Remington Core-Lokt tipped. It lost a lot of mass. It fragmented a lot. So I may do a video after a while on that setup and that box to give you some understanding of what I'm doing. Essentially, we're shooting through 2 jugs to simulate the interior of a deer, and then 2 sets of ribs, so inner and outer ribs. So we're looking at 5/16 through the through the cavity and another 5/16 out the back, and then catch the bullet to see what's left over. Anyway, stay tuned for that. Please like, subscribe, and share. And let me know if this video gives you some help, okay? Thanks, guys.